Morning, everyone. This is the date that always gets to me. It is the 25th of March and is the solemnity of the Annunciation of the birth of Christ. It's the angel Gabriel comes to Mary and says, this is the deal. How are you going to handle it? Well, quite in those words. And Mary's response to simply say, I'm the handmaid of the Lord. Let what he says be done to me. But it means that it's 9 months until Christmas. Time to start your Christmas shopping. 9 months until Christmas. And we say, well, how does that actually work? And we're sitting in Lent. How can we be talking about Christmas? Well, unfortunately, the history of Christ, the 33 years of the life of Christ, and in fact the years afterwards when the church was being established, is all summed up into a very small part of a book. And so a lot of what we have in terms of the story, even the Gospels, they try to tell us about 3 years of the life of Christ. There's so much detail that's left out there, but the important parts are presented to us. And so we find ourselves trying to present all of those things, that 3 years of that, or the 33 years of the life of Christ, into 365 days. And sooner or later, there's got to be overlap. And so that overlap happens to be what we're encountering at the moment. So we find ourselves starting to celebrate Christmas in a small way as we begin this journey with the Annunciation. But it's also a time when we reflect on how did Mary react? And there you have this young maiden. Nobody's got the exact age of Mary, but she would have been young. She would have been a young teenager. 12, 13, 14, maybe. How is it that she reacted in the way that she did? Well, clearly her parents had raised her in such a way that she knew her scriptures. And she knew that the Lord would come, the Messiah would come. And so when the angel Gabriel turned up to her, it wasn't so much that it was, oh yeah, there you are, I've been waiting. But if it is time, I'm ready for it. And we should think perhaps in terms of the children, our children of today. What are we preparing them for? Oh yeah, I know that in the time of Mary, they didn't have other distractions like sport and all those kinds of things. But how are we preparing our children today for the birth of Christ and for Easter, the most important liturgical day in the year? Let's reflect on that. Have a wonderful day. Keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.